Have you ever heard a tiny whisper on the wind? A whisper so playful, so mischievous it makes you smile? That whisper, my dear reader, might just be Labubu. This is not your ordinary, everyday sort of creature. Oh no, Labubu is something quite special indeed. It is a little monster, some say an elf, with the most curious rabbit-like ears you ever did see, and a grin. A wonderfully wide grin, full of tiny sharp teeth that aren't scary at all. Instead, they look like they are ready for a splendid adventure, or perhaps a cheeky prank. Labubu is taking over the world, one happy heart at a time. This fascinating little character has popped up everywhere, almost like magic. You might see it peeking from a backpack, sitting proudly on a desk, or even winking from a phone screen. It has become a viral sensation, which is a grown-up way of saying that suddenly, everyone, everywhere, wants to know Labubu. Its charm is quite irresistible, like a secret shared only with you. People in busy cities and quiet towns are all falling for this creature. It has a funny way of making you feel like you've found a new best friend, one who understands all your silliest thoughts and wildest dreams. What makes Labubu so utterly captivating, you ask? Well, it is a delightful jumble of things. Imagine a tiny monster who looks like it just stepped out of a fairy tale book, but a very modern fairy tale book, mind you. It has these wonderfully long ears that can droop down when it's feeling thoughtful, or stand right up when it's excited about something. And its eyes, they are big and expressive, full of secrets and fun. It is this peculiar mix of being a little bit wild and a little bit sweet that makes everyone adore Labubu so very much. It began as a whisper, then a murmur, and now it's a joyful shout heard all around the globe. Labubu isn't just a toy, it's a feeling of fun, of surprise, of owning something truly special that seems to have a life of its own. Shops can barely keep Labubu on their shelves, which shows just how many people are eager to invite this little monster into their lives. This is the story of how a little creature with a toothy grin and a heart full of mischief hopped, skipped, and jumped its way into becoming a global superstar. It's quite a tale, so let's begin properly. Every magical creature has a magical creator, and Labubu is no different. The clever artist who dreamed up this wonderful little monster is named Ka-Sing Lung. He comes from a vibrant city called Hong Kong, a place full of towering buildings and bustling streets, but also, it seems, full of enchanting ideas. Ka-Sing Lung didn't just wake up one day and draw Labubu by accident. Oh no, he has been drawing and imagining fantastical worlds for a long, long time. He's like a friendly wizard, but instead of a wand, he uses a pencil and his brilliant imagination to bring characters to life for all of us to enjoy. Ka-Sing Lung found his inspiration not in dusty old books but in the thrilling tales of European folklore. Think of mischievous pixies hiding in forests, of brave knights and peculiar beasts, of stories whispered by grandmothers for generations. He loved these old fairy tales, the ones filled with wonder and a tiny bit of spookiness. He took these ancient sparks and fanned them into a new flame, creating his very own universe of characters. Labubu, you see, is not alone. It is part of a whole family, a delightful group called the Monsters, each one unique and full of personality, waiting for their own adventures to begin. The Monsters series, which first appeared around the year 2015, is like a secret club of the most interesting creatures you could ever hope to meet. There's Taikoko, Spooky, Pato, and Yaya, all friends of Labubu, each with their own funny quirks and charming looks. Ka-Sing Lung imagined a world where these monsters live, perhaps in hidden corners of our own world, having grand parties and secret meetings. He wanted to create characters that felt both familiar, like something from a half-remembered dream, and excitingly new. And that is exactly what he did, especially with our dear Labubu, the star of the show. The creation of Labubu was a wonderful moment. Ka-Sing Lung wanted a character that was a little bit naughty, but also incredibly lovable. He thought about what children, and even grown-ups who are still children at heart, would find delightful. He imagined a creature that could be your companion, your confidant, your tiny partner in crime for all sorts of imaginative escapades. And so, Labubu was born, with its signature ears and that unforgettable toothy grin, ready to leap off the drawing board and into the hearts of millions. Ka-Sing Lung gave the world a little monster and the world said, "Yes, please." Perfect. Now even the most charming little monster needs a way to travel the world and meet its adoring fans. For Labubu, this magical journey got a tremendous boost from a company called Pop Mart. Pop Mart is a very clever company, known far and wide in China and beyond for making special kinds of toys. They are famous for something called blind boxes. Imagine getting a beautifully wrapped present, but you have absolutely no idea what's inside until you open it. That's the thrilling magic of a blind box. It's a little box of pure, delightful mystery, and people find them utterly irresistible. The partnership between Casing Lung's Labubu and Pop Mart was like adding rocket fuel to a shooting star. It happened around 2017, and suddenly Labubu was not just a character in drawings, it was a tiny collectible figure you could hold in your hand. Pop Mart took Labubu and its monster friends and tucked them into these exciting blind boxes, so when you bought a Labubu box, you didn't know exactly which version of Labubu you might get. Would it be wearing a funny hat, or perhaps holding a tiny flower, or maybe, just maybe, it would be a super rare, extra special Labubu that everyone was hoping to find. This blind box idea is quite ingenious, you see. It adds a wonderful element of surprise and anticipation. The excitement of not knowing, the little flutter in your tummy as you carefully peel open the box, is a huge part of the fun. It makes each Labubu feel like a personal discovery, a treasure you've unearthed. And of course, if you didn't get the specific Labubu you were dreaming of, well, you might just be tempted to try your luck with another box. This clever system encouraged people to collect them, to trade them with friends, and to share the joy of their latest find. The collaboration with Pop Mart truly catapulted Labubu into the stratosphere of popularity. Pop Mart has many shops and a huge online presence, meaning Labubu could reach far more people than ever before. They created series after series of Labubu figures, each with new themes, new outfits, and new delightful poses. This kept things fresh and exciting for collectors. The blind box wasn't just a way to sell a toy, it was a way to sell an experience, a tiny moment of suspense and delight, all wrapped up with the adorable, mischievous face of Labubu waiting inside for its grand reveal. So what is it about this little creature, Labubu, that makes hearts go thump 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 all over the world? Let's take a closer look at its utterly charming features. First, there are those ears. They are long, almost like a rabbit's, but with a special Labubu twist. Sometimes they stand tall and alert, as if Labubu has just heard the most exciting secret. Other times they might droop down softly, giving it a thoughtful or even slightly shy look. These ears are wonderfully expressive, telling you a little bit about Labubu's mood before it even says a word, which, of course, it doesn't, except in our imaginations. Then, there are the eyes. Oh, those magnificent eyes. They are large and round, like shiny dark pools you could get lost in. They sparkle with curiosity and a hint of playful mischief. They seem to look right at you, understanding everything. And beneath those expressive eyes is Labubu's most famous feature, that incredible toothy grin. It's a wide smile, filled with a neat row of tiny pointed teeth. Now, teeth like that might sound a bit frightening on a big scary monster, but on little Labubu, they are simply adorable. They add to its unique charm, making it look cheeky and ready for fun. One of the cleverest things about Labubu is that it's a gender-neutral character. This means Labubu isn't specifically a boy or a girl. Labubu is just Labubu. This is wonderful because it means everyone, no matter who they are, can see a bit of themselves in this little monster, or simply love it for what it is. It can be a brave adventurer, a quiet dreamer, a funny jester, or anything you want it to be. This universality is a big part of its appeal, allowing it to connect with a huge audience of children and adults alike from all walks of life. The true magic of Labubu perhaps lies in its perfect blend of cuteness and a tiny dash of wildness. It's not so sugary sweet that it becomes boring, nor is it too monstrous to be cuddly. It hits that perfect spot right in the middle, a little bit mischievous, a little bit mysterious, but overwhelmingly lovable. This unique combination makes Labubu feel like a real personality, a tiny friend with a spirit of its own. It's this special recipe of features and feelings that has people everywhere saying, "I simply must have a Labubu," and welcoming it into their homes with open arms. Section 5. Dressing up Labubu. A parade of personalities. Imagine, just for a moment, having a wardrobe as big as your house, filled with the most fantastical costumes you could ever dream of. Well, that's a bit like Labubu's life. This little monster doesn't just stick to one look. Oh no, Labubu loves to dress up. Thanks to the creative minds at Pop Mart and Casing Lung, Labubu appears in all sorts of whimsical outfits and finds itself in the most curious scenarios. Each new series of Labubu figures brings a fresh wave of excitement as fans eagerly await to see what new adventures and costumes their favorite monster will embark on next. It's a constant parade of delightful surprises. One day you might find Labubu dressed as a tiny, brave astronaut, complete with a shiny helmet and space boots, ready to explore distant galaxies. The next, Labubu could be a mischievous little gardener, wearing muddy Wellington boots and holding a miniature watering can, tending to a secret garden of magical plants. There are Labubus dressed as fluffy animals, sweet desserts, mysterious fortune tellers, and even tiny rock stars with cool sunglasses. The variety is simply astounding, and each costume is designed with such care and incredible detail, making every figure a tiny work of art in itself. This constant transformation is part of what keeps Labubu so incredibly popular. It means that collecting Labubu is never dull. There's always a new theme to discover, a new personality to meet. Perhaps you love the spooky-themed Labubus that come out for Halloween, or the sweet, pastel-colored ones that celebrate springtime. Or maybe you're hoping to find the super-rare, extra-special Labubu that's dressed in a unique, limited-edition outfit. This variety ensures that there's a Labubu for every taste and every mood, making the collection even more personal and thrilling for each individual fan. The joy of discovering these different versions is immense. It's like meeting an old friend who always has a new, exciting story to tell. Each outfit hints at a different facet of Labubu's playful character. Is Labubu feeling adventurous today? Or perhaps a bit artistic? Or maybe even a little bit naughty? The costumes help to tell these silent stories, sparking the imagination of everyone who sees them. Labubu's ability to transform and adapt, while always keeping its core adorable essence, is a testament to the brilliance of its design and the endless creativity of its makers. It's a chameleon of charm. Section 6. The social media whirlwind and a pop star's nod. In today's world, news travels faster than a racing car, especially on something called social media. These are places on the internet where people share pictures, stories, and all sorts of exciting things, and Labubu, with its irresistible charm, became a superstar on these platforms almost overnight. Fans from every corner of the globe started sharing their Labubu adventures. They posted exciting unboxing videos, where you could watch them open their blind boxes, sharing the suspense and the joy of discovering which Labubu they had found. It was like having a worldwide party, all celebrating this little monster. People didn't just share videos, they also drew beautiful pictures of Labubu, creating their own fan art. They took photographs of their Labubu collections, arranged in delightful displays on shelves and desks. They wrote stories about Labubu's imaginary escapades. Social media buzzed with Labubu hashtags, and online communities of fans sprang up, all eager to talk about their favorite character, trade figures, and share their passion. This incredible online buzz helped Labubu's fame to spread like wildfire, reaching more and more people every single day, making them curious about this enchanting creature everyone was talking about. Then, something truly amazing happened. A very famous pop star, Lisa from the incredibly popular group Blackpink, was seen with Labubu merchandise. Imagine that. Lisa, who is adored by millions and millions of fans all over the world, was spotted with this cute, toothy monster. Suddenly, everyone who loved Lisa also wanted to know about Labubu. This was like pouring magical, sparkling dust on Labubu's already growing fame. Her fans, always eager to see what their idol liked, rushed to find out more about this captivating little character, wanting a piece of the Labubu magic for themselves. This kind of celebrity association can be incredibly powerful, like a king or queen giving their royal seal of approval. When someone as influential and stylish as Lisa shows affection for something, it instantly becomes even more desirable, more fashionable. It wasn't an official endorsement, just a genuine moment, but its impact was huge. It introduced Labubu to a massive new audience who might not have discovered it otherwise. This, combined with the already roaring social media excitement, helped to cement Labubu's status as a true global phenomenon, a tiny monster loved by ordinary folks and superstars alike. Section 7. Not just a plaything, the collector's quest. Labubu is much more than just a simple toy you play with for a little while and then forget. Oh no, for many people Labubu has become a passion, a delightful quest to collect all the different versions and special editions. The demand for Labubu merchandise, especially those wonderful Pop Mart figures, is astonishingly high. New releases often sell out in a flash, sometimes within minutes of becoming available online or in stores. Imagine queues of eager fans all hoping to get their hands on the latest Labubu series before it disappears. It's a testament to how deeply this little monster has captured people's imaginations. This high demand and the limited nature of some figures have led to something called a resale market. This is where people who are lucky enough to get a rare Labubu might sell it to other collectors, sometimes for quite a bit more money than they originally paid. It's like a treasure hunt, where the rarest Labubus are the most prized jewels. While some just want to complete their collection, others see these little figures as tiny investments. This whole world of collecting, trading, and hunting for rare pieces adds another layer of excitement and dedication to the Labubu phenomenon, making it a serious hobby for many. And Labubu's charm isn't confined just to those adorable collectible figures. This versatile little monster has hopped onto all sorts of other products too. You can find Labubu plush toys, soft and cuddly, perfect for snuggling. There are Labubu keychains, so you can carry a little bit of monster magic with you wherever you go. You might even find Labubu on stationery, phone cases, bags, and other lifestyle items. This means that fans can surround themselves with Labubu's cheerful presence in many different ways, integrating this beloved character into their daily lives beyond just the display shelf. The collectability factor is a powerful driving force behind Labubu's continuing success. It taps into that human desire to gather, to complete sets, and to own things that are special and perhaps a little bit scarce. Each new Labubu acquired brings a sense of achievement and joy. The community of collectors shares tips, celebrates new finds, and helps each other in their quests. It turns a simple purchase into an engaging activity, a shared experience that connects people who all have one thing in common: a deep and abiding love for a little monster with a very big personality. Section 8, Labubu, a tiny titan in the world of art toys. Labubu is not just making waves as a collectible, it's also playing a very important role in something called the designer toy or art toy movement. Now what on earth is that, you might wonder? Well, imagine if toys weren't just for playing games but were also tiny pieces of art, created by talented artists with a unique vision. These are toys designed not just for children but for everyone who appreciates creativity, character design, and beautiful objects. Labubu, with its unique aesthetic and artistic origins, is a shining star in this exciting world, a tiny titan making a huge impact. These art toys like Labubu often bridge the gap between what we think of as traditional art, like paintings in a gallery, and commercial products that you can buy in a shop. Casing Lung, Labubu's creator, is an artist, and Labubu is one of his artistic creations. By partnering with Pop Mart, this art became accessible to a much wider audience. People who might never have thought of buying art are now proudly displaying these meticulously designed figures in their homes. Labubu has helped to show that art can be fun, playful, and something you can hold in your hand and cherish. The success of Labubu highlights a growing global trend, the increasing appeal of character-based collectibles. People love characters with stories, with personality, with a distinct look that sparks the imagination. Labubu has all of these things in abundance. It's more than just a cute face, it's a character that invites you to imagine its adventures, its thoughts, its feelings. This connection is what turns a simple figure into something much more meaningful, something that people feel a genuine emotional attachment to. It's a testament to the power of good character design and storytelling, even without words. Labubu's journey is also significant because it shows how characters from Asia are gaining massive international popularity, influencing trends worldwide. It has become a cultural phenomenon, representing the vibrancy and creativity of the contemporary art toy scene. It encourages other artists and designers, showing them that unique, heartfelt creations can find a global audience. Labubu isn't just a fleeting fad, it's a little monster that has carved out a permanent and important place in the fascinating and ever-evolving world of designer toys, inspiring joy and creativity wherever it goes. Section 9. From Asia's heart to every corner of the globe. Labubu's adventure began with a huge wave of popularity in Asia. Countries like China, Hong Kong, its birthplace of course, Thailand, and Singapore were among the first to fall head over heels in love with this toothy little elf. In these places you would see Labubu everywhere, in trendy shops, on social media feeds, and clutched in the hands of excited fans of all ages. The character resonated deeply, perhaps because of its unique blend of traditional folklore inspiration and modern quirky design. Asia was the launching pad for Labubu's incredible journey to global stardom, the place where its magic first truly took hold. But the charm of Labubu is far too great to be contained in just one part of the world. Like a dandelion seed carried on a gentle breeze, news and pictures of Labubu began to travel further and further. Slowly but surely, this enchanting little monster started to capture hearts in Western markets too. People in Europe, in North America, and in other far-flung places began to discover Labubu, often through the internet, through social media, or through friends who had already fallen under its spell. Its universal appeal, transcending language and cultural barriers, began to shine brightly on a global stage. Now, Labubu is steadily gaining traction all around the world. PopMart is expanding its reach, opening stores and online platforms that cater to international customers, making it easier for everyone, everywhere, to join the Labubu fan club. What started as a delightful creation by a Hong Kong artist has blossomed into a truly international sensation. It's a wonderful example of how a unique idea, filled with charm and creativity, can find friends in every corner of the planet. Labubu's little monster feet are now firmly planted on the world map, and its adventure is far from over. So, what's next for Labubu? Well, if its journey so far is anything to go by, the future is incredibly bright and full of exciting possibilities. This little monster with the unforgettable grin continues to enchant and delight, proving that sometimes the smallest creatures can have the biggest impact. Labubu's story is a happy one, a tale of art, imagination, and the simple joy of a character that makes you smile. Its growing global reach means more people will get to experience its unique magic, and Labubu will continue to whisper its playful, mischievous secrets to new friends all across the world for a long, long time to come.